Sid. We're gonna look at my dollies today. That's my phone. You don't need to see my phone. What if I get a text message? You don't need to see that shit. Let's put it away. Put it away. Put it away. Goodbye. It's my girls. You play. I don't know. I guess it's fun to show off. Because Castelli said it would be fun. I thought maybe it would be. This is from the one furniture set, which is like the. It's like the cafe or something. Frankie's not a zombie! It's a Frankenstein's monster. Ghoulia is the zombie. You ignorant fool! But it has 2 couch cushions, and the other one's in the other room. It's got little teeth. It's got little claw foots. It's so cute. They may be undead. That doesn't mean they're a zombie. It's 2 different things. It also came with like 3 little animals. I bring all the cafe things because I'm like already out of room on my desk. This is the height of beauty. Look at her. This is Generation 3 Venus McFlytrap. From the moment I saw her, I knew I must have her. She is so fucking gorgeous. I love her colors. I love her outfit. Look at the shoes. Look at the shoes. Look at, they got teeth on them. They're amazing. She's got this cool, like, mesh neon shirt. Ugh. She's got the fucking side hair with the... The texture of the braids on it and the texture of her hair itself is just amazing. They all have glasses. Like, that's just a G3 thing, is they all have fucking sunglasses. I don't know. She's got very pretty eyes under them. Look at her makeup. Isn't it gorgeous? Ugh, I love so much. And she's got some vine textures on her legs, too. And she's got very clawed hands. Rawr. Look at those nails. Tiny, sharp nails. Is gorgeous. She gets to sit on the couch. That's where she sits on my shelf. But I got her off the shelf to be on camera. The longest legs in the world on all of these lovely ladies. This is the accessories that originally came with her, and they pack so well into this little backpack. It's just the cutest. It's got little stickers on the front. Look at her. Look at her little hydrant spray bottle for her hair. The art on that is gorgeous. Look how pretty she is. It's like a side profile of her with her gorgeous, gorgeous hair. And she has her little water bottle. Ugh. Mostly G3 accessories are food. They all have their own little eye coffins. Our phones. It's got like a Venus flytrap on it. Ugh, they're so cutie. And then what was this? It's just Bites. Really generic candy name. There's nothing on the back. Bites. You can pack it all up in her little backpack and you'll go in. Get in there. You're so pretty. You're so beautiful. She has all her little things. Isn't it cutie? And then my other Venus is from the club's line. She's part of the gardening club. Look at the hair. They didn't fuck up the hair. Yes, Afro. Let's go. She also has similar but more orange little bitchy sunglasses. They're so cute. I really love her lipstick. It's like this nice dark purple, like plum color. It's so pretty. And she actually comes with 2 sets of hands. She has these little gardener glove hands. And then, excuse me, she has regular style hands, which I just put in her little purse because I didn't know what to do with them. So then she just got her whole purse. It's brown and curly still. I haven't bothered dyeing it because that would require effort and like 5 hours. Again, the shoes never fucking miss with Monster High. You can see they've got little spiky like teeth around the edges, little Venus flytraps painted on them. Even the pants, like this pants pattern is so cute. And I love overalls. I have made overalls for every one of my original Monster High dolls. Emergency toothbrush, okay. Brush your teeth with shoes. I have 4 sets of overalls because I have 4 original Monster High dolls. I have, most of these were made during my, like, calling center job. And what was that, like, peak pandemic, so, you know. Is this dress, that's the first one I ever made. Along with the little shirt with the ruffle sleeves. I have my blue one with little jingle bells as the, instead of buttons, because you have to sew on the buttons. You can't really have many other way. Where's my other ones? And I have my duck one. It's ducky time. Please pay attention to the fucking detail I put on these goddamn pockets. I worked so hard on working pockets. It took like 10 times longer to add pockets that work. But my God, I did it! Working pockets, and they're yellow on the inside because as said so. They're great. Wow, ducky overalls. These purple and yellow. And then I had these little duck buttons that I found at a store. Are they in someone's hair right now? They are! Oh my God. They are still in her hair. I thought I left them in there. I don't have the matching outfit, but I never bothered changing it. So these were made for this girly! She's got a bit of a hair problem. She's got a lot of the Generation 1 Monster High dolls. They were made... You put the hair in their heads, and then you glue it in. And over time, the glue starts seeping out and makes the hair really gross. And I need to, like, wash it, but I'm very scared to fuck it up, so I haven't bothered. But she's got little ducks as her ponytail ties. And I'm just gonna ignore the hair. I'm sorry. She's got beautiful faves. This one and Miss Peppermint, who's on the chair that is full of dolls. I can't even fucking see her behind everybody. She's somewhere over there. I'll find Peppermint later. We're made by Beautiful Parallel. Well, move your body a little so we can see your pretty dress. I always loved Twyla. I think the fading into darkness of her limbs I always thought was super cool. So I got a Twyla. These are some original shoes. I just got like a lot full of like 3 pairs of shoes. This is an idea I had. One of the only times I've bought fabric that wasn't just, like, pre-cut. You know, I bet it can. Let me find it. Wah-wah. How about that? Ah. How's that? Yay. This is my idea for Guts dress. Where it was like, wouldn't it be cute and spooky, which is the Monster High thing, which is my favorite thing, if we did... Instead of ruffles on the edges of your dress, if it was guts. And so that was the idea of her, was guts dressed. I think it turned out pretty cute. I don't know if it super reads, but that's what it was meant to be. I fucked up on the sleeves and made them too long, so they're just like awkwardly fixed, but you know. I know her hair's really bad. I know her hair's really bad. I need to wash it, but I'm scared that I'm gonna make it worse. I don't want to make it worse. Guess we can put her over here. She's barely on camera. You can look at her fucking feeties. Her toesies. And then I think the other one was in the... I also have all my little clothes. Space is at a premium! I don't have that big of a desk! I need a desk that's 20 times as large! Yeah, it's still hung up in my little closet. I know, this is... It always falls down and stuff. This is the little closet I made out of a shoebox. I made a bunch of hangers to hang things up. It's not great, but... You know, it's a slightly nicer storage than nothing. It's just a fucking shoebox, though. This is my 4th pair of overalls. I tried really hard to make the idea with this one was to have some, like, ripped jeans. So I attacked them with my scissors. It didn't, I don't know how if it's super worked. They just need like more weathering. They look very new because, you know, I made them, but it kind of sort of worked. Maybe I should do like more on the bottoms too. You know, just attack them more. And then I just had this fabric and I was like, sure, fuck it. I mean, there's less in it than my room closet. My closet's actually pretty tidy, honestly. Like, there's a couple things that aren't great. Why did my webcam disconnect? Also, hello? My fucking VTube died. What is wrong with you? Hello? Why? What? What's the deal? Can you figure shit out? There you go. Behind the scenes really quick. I'm sorry, it was broken. I was just gonna be stuck on the side of the screen forever otherwise. I have to fix. Yeah, so that's my 4 pair of overalls, and then the other pair of 4 I made was there's a very cute chiloli, like a mix of kipao and lolita dresses, which were also very cute. I worked hard on these sleeves to make sure they didn't have to be connected. I put like elastic on them, little bell sleeves. This is Peppermint. I found her. And they all have these lovely little petticoats under them. I chose the sort of right pattern for it, and I did these tiny little stitches that are supposed to look sort of like Chinese knots. She's such a pretty girl. Look at her little glasses, too. I love her little glasses. Aren't they cutie? Honestly, she's, like, slightly balding on her head. Don't look. Embarrassing. But I also made 4 of those. I don't think any of the others are wearing them currently, so they must be, like, just hiding in all my mini boxes and shit. There was 1 in here. There's 2 in here. There's 3 in here. All right, I found all the keypads. We have this one. We have the green one. We have the blue one. There they all are. And the petticoats must be in my little green thing. Again, shoeboxes. Best storage for doll things, I guess. All my little petticoats that go under them. They're slightly squished. Okay. So I think this one was for my Twyla. It's put together like that. Aww. Isn't it cutie? Again, we have the little tiniest, babyest stitches. You can't even see those on the camera. They're just little tiny stitches in that line. We have these 2 for my ones who were made by a different artist. Oh, I never finished the hem on that. What the hell? So cutie. So cutie. Little bell sleeves, which is a pattern that I stole these sleeves for like 15 other things because I really love the bell sleeves. They're the cutest. This has a little collar on it, which probably reads better when it's being worn by a doll, but whatever. Cute little collar. Ah! You can also have the petticoat under him. Ah. Another one for my sisters. I guess I can show them off. My sisters. What do I do with all my things? I have so many. This is also like, I had a day where I just made nothing but fucking doll hangers. Just bending a bunch of wire. The ones that look good were made by my dad. The ones that look bad were made by me. He was like, yeah, you can make doll hangers out of wire. Let me show you. And I was like, oh, cool, I'll try. Oh, fuck. You're way better at this than me, dude. Because he is, you know, semi-professional. Come here. Here's my sisters. This dress is one of the ones that I am the most proud of. This is my little sister. Hello. Hello. Oh, fuck. I just popped her arm out of the socket. Okay. You can see anything? I worked very hard on this dress. Notice the details. I had some semi-transparent fabric. Yes, I made it. Fuck everybody. I made this dress and I'm really proud of it. I worked really, really hard. I had some transparent, semi-transparent fabric. You can see it like it's the same material. I put it on my embroidery hoop and I made a bunch of tiny little flowers. And I did that for like 2 days straight. And then I had sleeves. And I also made one on the bodice just like 3 little ones. The only reason that I haven't is that there may be a link to my meat suit accounts. If you think you recognize these clothes from some random lady's Instagram account, no you don't. I never fucking post on there, but yeah, and I just laced a little ribbon and I made this little thing and I added the buttons as like a thing, and she also has bloomers on because the bloomers are so cute. I should post some of the ones that I've made on stream on Blue Sky, that's for sure. And then let me extricate her sister who's buried under everybody else. Who's wearing the outfit that she originally came in. So these were great because originally I was going to get just this girl, this little cool elf girl. Isn't she pretty? God, with the funnest hair and like the sparkly eyes. And this outfit I did not make. This is the outfit that she came with. But she's just gorgeous. She's got like this little belt with a little bag and like this wrap leaf dress and this cloak. Oh, she's so cool. She's like a forest ranger. And she also has these really cool 3D printed props. She's got a little bow and arrow she can hold on to. And a bow, quiver. Quiver, that's what that's called. It's a quiver. So adorable. I love her so much. And these two, they're made by the same artist and they're made with the same base doll. They're both were originally Claudines. So, they're the sisters. Aren't they the prettiest? The little sisters. I love them both very much. Yeah, so I like to make them... At first, it was those two, and I just made them matching clothes. And then I saw Miss Peppermint on Etsy. I forgot where I put Peppermint. Peppermint is lost. Peppermint is right here. Miss Peppermint on Etsy I saw, and I was like, I must have her. So I got her. And then I was like, I really want a Twyla. So then I went back to the person who made Peppermint, which is Beautiful Parallel Dolls. And I said, can I please have, do you have any Twylas? Could I have one? And they did a lovely face up on her. She's so pretty. Her eyeballs are beautiful. And so then I have a Twyla, because I always loved Twyla a whole lot. And I was like, I want a Twyla doll that, you know, has been redone, but I still want, like, one. So I got her. What else do we have? This is one of the ones, I made these on stream, at least partially. I don't think I made the whole of them on stream. The fuck was her name? I don't even remember. This is a Rainbow High doll. She might be Skylar? I don't remember her fucking name. She's like a peach-colored one. I know they have names. I wanted to make some overalls for my Rainbow High doll. Oh. Her pants are not finished, are they? Yeah, I need to finish that. There's a couple things that I haven't finished yet. I just wanted to make some more overalls because I'm fucking obsessed with overalls. And she's super pretty. She's got like little freckles on. She's got the most delicate little face and the pretty hair and stuff. So this one I made like partially on stream. And my other Rainbow High is Miss Delilah McFields, who was the first Rainbow High doll I ever got, because she is just the most gorgeous, gorgeous girl you've ever seen in your goddamn life. Look how pretty she is. This one, I had to make sure I got in person and did not order online. Her lips are still slightly fucked up. Like, they're supposed to be a more saturated red than they are. But That's nowhere near the problems that some of them had. Like, she had the most smeary lipstick on so many of the dolls. Like, they could not figure out, because she has this pale, 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 pale skin. Because she's, like, albino. You can see she's got white eyelashes and, like, pale blue eyes. She's, like, supposed to be albino. But with, like, really bright red lipstick, and there was a lot of really smeary lipstick, and it would, like, stain all around her mouth, so it looked like she'd eaten strawberries in a very messy manner. And her hair is also gorgeous. But she's so pretty. I love her a lot. She's my girl. First rim high. She has also got little, like, white freckles under her eyeballs. So pretty. So gorgeous. Who have we not shown yet? Mostly the ones on the chair. All my chair friends. I saw her in the store. I was like, I think I must have gotten, like, paid. It was payday or something. And I was like, I'm going to the store. Maybe it was after Christmas and I had a bunch of, like, spare money on me. But I was like, I'm going to go and buy a doll. I don't know what doll I'm going to get, but I'm going to buy a doll. And I saw her and I was like, she's too fucking cute. She's Haribo themed. This is one of the LOL surprise OMG dolls. OMG dolls? Yeah, no, these ones have the biggest eyes of the lot for sure. Mini version, and she has a little gummy bear backpack, and she has the tiniest little gummy bears all along her skirt. This is like a romper. It's all in one piece, this little, and it's got gummy bears on the fabric. And she's got these fun little transparent things, jacket and skirt. She's just over the top, and it's so fun. And the shoes too have little, like, bear heads as the tongues of the shoes. She's very Haribo. And her hair is so fun and colorful. And her face, she has rainbow makeup on, as well as the, like, golden glasses. She's just adorable. And the little earrings. Don't forget the earrings, which are also little Haribo packages. It was too cute. There was, like, her and one other doll, but I was like, nah, I'm going for, like, the clown core of it all. I love. And I have one more in this style. Who is over here? I think this was a present one of my old roommates got me for, like, birthday or Christmas or whatever. She is just, the details on her are crazy. She's, like, called Aya Cherry, I think. She's got this pretty hair, and she's, like, the Japanese schoolgirl of it all. Her hat has all these fun little charms on it. She's got little moon and star earrings. Her tiny nails are painted. Look how small her nails are, and they painted them! You can't eat them? Well, luckily you just have to look at them. They're not edible. It's a doll. She's got this cute little, like, leather jacket. That's not quite lined up. Line up the skirt. But this little design on it, and it also has these little tiny, tiny, tiny chains on it. Like, the amount of detail they manage is really impressive. Like, I don't super love the faces of these dolls, but the detail that they put into the clothes is insane, which makes them worth it to me, because I really appreciate, like, the clothes and the craftsmanship of them. Like, these tiny little chains, they're so small, and they put them on there. That's so cool. Yeah, what is that? LOL Surprise Tweens. There you go. Sagi's the, I mean, she's very inspired by, like, Japanese and anime and stuff. I mean, her name is Aya. And the little cherry, what's that, hair ties? And then the, like, real size version of the doll is this one. She changes color in the sun. She becomes more, like, magenta and stuff. I don't have the UV lamp anymore. It's not gonna translate. I can't really take her outside right now, but she does have a different version. You can, like, if you look very close to the skirt, I doubt it shows up on camera. You can see there's little dots on there. Those are UV activated, so she will change colors in the sun. I just thought she was cute. I really liked both of her styles. Like, the UV and the non-UV, I thought were super cute. They got little earrings, too. Aren't they adorable? Yes, these are LOL dolls, which is such a weird, silly name. Yeah, and the little hair clips. Ugh. Just, again, the details with the clothing. Yeah, LOL OMG, LOL OMG. It stands for outrageous millennial girl. They just wanted it to be LOL OMG and they justified it however they could. It's a little silly, but these little details are like so crazy cool. I really am impressed by the amount of detail that goes into them and their clothing. Which is why I try and make my clothing so crazy. Yeah, I don't love the faces either. That's why I have only those 3, and one of them I didn't even buy myself. So that's why I don't have many of them, because I don't like them that much. But you know, I can appreciate some of them, some parts of them. And this is the other doll I have. This is the end of the collection. Oh man, oh man. This is the gorgeous Abby Abominable. Oh my god, her glasses. Oh my god, her glasses. They're falling off. I just think she has the cutest face in the world. I love. Look at her face. Little dark lips and the little pinky nose. Like she's been out in the cold. And like her hair is pretty. I kind of low-key hate when they put sparkles in the hair because they always end up fucked up in the process. Like she's got some little sparkle strands in her hair. You can see. They're made of a different material than the rest of the hair, and so when you try and brush it out, it usually causes an issue, but she was just so pretty I couldn't resist. And she's got little horns too, and she's got little pointy ears. The details, again, is where I'm at. Little icicle earrings, and this little fanny pack, and her cute little phone, which is like an ice cream cone. Come on. I also like that Gen 3 Monster High tend to have this, what's that? Like waist, I guess, articulation. Which is, old ones did not have that. They are one solid torso. And her little slippers. Ah, so cutie. She's got some fur on her ankles. She's adorable. She's got little white freckles. Ugh, she's so fucking cute. I love her. Get your fucking glasses on, ma'am. I love you. Ah. And we can look at the other clothes that I have. Are you good? Nobody's falling down? Okay, I think they're good. Oh god, what do they do now? I'm unsurprised. They always are doing shit. Alright. They'll do what they want. I don't know, my expectations for them are on the ground. This is another one that sort of was in the pattern pack of the Keep House. This was just like a tester one. So it's in my like, I don't care about this fabric. Cute little jacket. Is there anything else in this box I want? Yeah, here's yet another tester of that same jacket. This is one of my favorite doll props that I have. Is my mom just like found this one day. It's this gorgeous little bouquet. Isn't it so pretty? She was like, do you want this for your dolls? And I was like, yes, duh. Oh my goodness. That's so weird. There's a spider ring in here. Oh, here's some of my shoes that I have. Did I talk about Frankie yet? I also have Frankie. I didn't talk about them yet. I didn't point out the Frankie doll I have. Oh no. Nobody knows I have a Frankie doll. Yes, they do. It's right here. I really love Gen 3 Frankie. It has a lot of really cool stuff about them. This is just like the base doll. The skirt is cool. Got the name on the belt and on the prosthetic leg. The prosthetic leg is so cool. Come on, let's give it up for the robo leg. Look at the details. Like there's bolts on the foot too. Also, holy arch. My god, girly. Wow, that's an arch. Big old platform boots. Again, all of them have these fucking glasses. I don't know why they're so obsessed with giving all the characters sunglasses, but super cute. I love that they're non-binary. That's so cool. And this... I saw this. I go to Claire's sometimes to get, like, earrings and shit. And I saw this, and I was like, that would be perfect doll furniture. I think it's supposed to be a phone stand. So I think what you're supposed to do is just do that, and then your phone holds up. But I'm like, no, this is doll furniture. They get a shark chair, and the person whose color scheme it matches the most is Frankie. So Frankie gets the shark chair. Congratulations, shark chair. I thought it was great. I saw it and I thought about it for like 2 weeks, and then I went back and I was like, thank God they still have it. I gotta get that. Yeah, again, we're just shoe tour because the shoes are always so fucking good in Monster High. These are some C.A. Cupid shoes. Aren't they just gorgeous? Look at all the swirlies and the twirlies on them. Ugh! The detail that goes into these. And these are just one solid color. Sometimes they'll add, like painted details to the shoes, but these are just one solid color, and even then they're just absolutely gorgeous. Here's my one and only attempt at making shoes. They're really bad. Don't look at them, they're bad. Here's some G1 Venus McFlytrap shoes. These might be her original shoes, I'm not sure. Or from one of the other dolls. Again, the cute little teeth, like there's vines for the laces. The colors is good. They're just great. I have a bunch of other random accessories. I got like a shoe lot and an accessories lot because I could. Monster High #1. Ah. Oh, those are Peppermint's original accessories. That's what was in her hair previously. What's on her hair now? Is it just tied? Yeah, it's just tied. I put the ducks on her for a second before I swapped them to my Twyla. Have a little cat ear headband. I don't know what I'm gonna do with that. It just was part of the lot. I decided to get it. Miss your backpack, Miss Hannibal. Your backpack. Yeah, so that's something else that's hanging out in the bottom of my little closet. It's just cardboard with duct tape on them. I'm very high tech. Very high tech. She needed boxes. And then, oh wait, I do have one more doll. I forgot her. She was on the floor. Don't freak out about this, okay? This is how she comes. I just want to display her how she comes because it's a cool thing. It's a little fairy! She comes in this thing and it's all gugged up. This is one thing that I did on stream as well. I'll have to find the stream, but she comes in this little jar and at first it's opaque and you can't see it. And then you like do something and you twist the top and you make a little potion and it just magically clears up, which I basically missed because it did it so damn fast. But I was like, I just want to keep her in the jar. I think she's super cutie. Look at her. Look at, she's a little forest fairy with her little ears and stuff. She's just a little tiny thing. But she's got really good like details and stuff. She's so cutie. I love her. What is... I gotta find... Oh, God. Oh, God. Is that what it's called? Don't autoplay. Yeah, pixelings. There they are. Here, just for illustrative purposes.
Whoa.
I'm gonna be annoyed by this person.
Hi. That's
be doing here is the potion guide.
Okay, I don't care. Frankly, I may meet you because you're gonna annoy me. So see, they come in these little potion bottles, and they're all blocked up. You can't see the fairy in there at all. And then you do the magic spell, and you twist the top. Yeah, let's go to most replayed. It's like about to happen. Magicus Mixus! I don't care about you, man. I don't care about you. Do it! Do it! Ah! Stop dragging it out! And then you twist it. And it releases a powder that makes it all clear up. Would you fucking get on with it, man? I need to find the shorts version. Oh! You can see her face tiny bit. Look how it clears up. Isn't that so cool? Is that so cool? Look at how it clears up and it goes like... It's so cool. Man, his looks way better than mine did. Mine took like 2 seconds. And it was done. They're super cool though. And I wanted like one of them because I do think they're also super cute little designs. I really like them. They're very adorable. Her hair is so soft. A lot of times dolls will have very, like, what's that, hairsprayed hair that sucks to touch. Hers is nice and soft. Yeah, it's, like, not the most high detail on the clothes and stuff, but it was a fun little gimmick. And I liked the doll, and I was like, I'll get one to open. Do you do any more? Do you do any more? Can I see it again? Oh, there was one. No, show it to me. Show me the magic part. We don't care about that. So, you would think they are gacha. They are not actually gacha. Thank God, or I would not have bought them. You can tell because of the little gem. So, there's like 5 dolls, and they all have a different color of gem on the thing. Hello, YouTube, can you stop being a bitch for 2 seconds? God, now we have no quality. I don't care! You can see, like, it slowly clears out. I don't know what it is. It's some kind of chemical reaction where, like, the water is colored and then they release, like, a powder into it that uncolors it with time. But doesn't it look so cool? Like, what a fun idea. It is kind of gimmicky and silly, but I like it anyway. See, she has a pink one. See how she has a pink one? This one's a green one. So you can tell that they're different. So that's how you can tell. But yeah, I put her in her little jar because that's how she came. And I don't know, it was fun. Yeah, we can get this guy off the screen. I don't need to see you anymore. Get out of here. But yeah, I guess we'll continue our little clothes tour now of all the clothes I've made. So we showed off our overalls. Oh, I had 2 more little guys who I need to get out and actually put on my shelf. There was a strawberry themed calico critter, which was gotcha, but I was like, I'll just get them and I'll be happy because I love strawberries, and I didn't get the one I wanted, and then I didn't go back and buy more because I have enough strength of character. But they are really cute. They've got little strawberry themes, and look at the little hat. They're pretty cute. I'm gonna put them with the rest of my calico critters. This is one full outfit that I made. Wah wah. I just had this fabric that I wanted to use, and so I got, like, I think they were called gaucho pants or something. They look gorgeous. They look very pretty. I'm glad I got to use my fabric. 90% of the fabric that I own is, like, either leftovers from my mom or my aunt or another family member, and the rest of it is I go to the quilt store, I find the fat quarters, I buy the fat quarters, which is just, like, this size of fabric folded like 5 times all in a stack. And it's great for doll clothes because you don't need that much. So even if it's a tiny, tiny bit. This one I used up like this. There's none of that left. There's none of whatever this fabric was. It's gone. It's gone. This is also like behind my little blue Lolita dress. This is the other thing that I'm the most proud of because it took fucking forever. I don't know why I decided I wanted to make this. I just did, and it was a bad idea. This is pleather. It's not real leather. It's very plastic. It was like in my mom's bin, and I was like, that looks cool. I'll make something out of that. And I had the idea to sew through a thick fabric with my hands. I hand-sewed this whole goddamn thing. All of the clothes you see I hand-sewed. Not the ones on the dolls that, like, they came with. All the clothes I made, I have hand-sewn. You know. Yeah. I have a couple of, like, my old clothes that I've thrown into bins. Also, thank you so much for the follow. Thank you very much. I have a fabric bin under my bed. And I have put some leggings and t-shirts in there that I'm like, one day I will cannibalize you for my own purposes. But yeah, this is pleather, and I wanted like a puffy sleeve leather jacket because I thought that would look cute because I'm an insane person. And I also tried out some little embroidery. This is just embroidery knots, but I thought they looked kind of like the metal studs you see on leather jackets sometimes. And this is a little chain stitch as a detail. I put a little diamond on the back because, again, I was trying to do embroidery. These, I don't know if I knew I wanted to put some studs somewhere on it, but these ended up becoming very necessary because this collar wouldn't stop popping up. So this is like form and function of the jacket together. The collar wouldn't stay down otherwise, so these help hold it down, and they look cool. So I made that, and it took way too fucking much time. I went through like 4 layers of fabric with my little needle and thread. Don't do that. Don't sew pleather by hand. It's not good. It's not good for you. You will regret it. 0 out of 10. This was a test dress for another one. Where is my... Oh, God, something fell on the floor. Where is that one? It might be on the shelf, honestly. If it's not in here. I don't think it's in here. Oh, fuck. But I love that one. Well, I gotta go fucking find it. Give me... I think it's just on my dress, because it... On my shelf, because it holds itself up. Where did I put her? It must be on the shelf. I'll be fucking back. I'm gonna go search. I need to find it. I need to find my sundress. I don't know where I put it. I have a cute little strawberry sundress. I got the most gorgeous pictures of it. That, like, I managed to... It was golden hour, and it looked so beautiful outside. And little strawberries on it, and I don't know where the fuck I put it. But this was the prototype. This was from one of Delightful's patterns, actually. She has a sundress pattern. And I just was like, I'm gonna practice it in my, like, shitty white, off-white fabric. So that's where that one came from. I don't know where the fucking sundress is! Ah, I don't know where I put it. I must have put it somewhere. I'm sure it exists. Man, that's also one of my favorites. It's a very pretty one. Yeah, we're getting down to the kind of dregs of what I've made. No, this is Peppermint's original dress that she came in, that she shipped in. Where did you go, Peppermint? This is what she was wearing when I got her. Isn't it cute? I put her in my own clothes because I can. As another pair of shorts that I tried to distress. I don't know. I put some things. I was trying to do like a punky design. I don't know if they super work for that. You know. It was an attempt. I don't know if I ever take any pictures of anyone in this one. This was another one when I was like sort of practicing, just like this bodice. Had a bunch of darts in it and was very complicated. But it turned out pretty cute. Random petticoats. Here's another one that I also never super finished that was sort of a practice piece. It's supposed to be like a Renaissance thing. This coat is actually pretty nice. The coat turned out pretty good. I don't know about the dress itself, but I like how the coat turned out. I found a nice fabric. This must be like a From Mom one or something. Yeah, a lot of these are like, have been stuck in here. In random clothes box purgatory. Yeah, here's one of the, like, the t-shirt, like, where is this t-shirt? Before I made this one, because I wanted to practice. Looks better in a better fabric, but I wanted to practice. I have a lot of those in here that I haven't bothered throwing away. Here is a random singular shoe that I found when I was raiding my mom's supplies. This was just in there, and I was like, I don't know what I'm going to do with that, but I'm going to keep it. Maybe I'll use it as a prop for, like, a cobbler shop. Who knows? It just looks cute. I don't know. This needs to go on top of something, but this is a little skirt that would go over something. Get your legs. Like that. Yeah, we go like this. And then maybe, like, a puffy sleeve blouse beneath it. Another little, like, vintagey Renaissance-y. I should finish that at some point. is a sari thing somewhere. I could try and make that. Ooh, this is one of my favorites for like doll accessories. There's like a candy shop that will sell bags of caramel, and they'll tie off the bags of caramel with a big old bow on the top. And I'll go every once in a while and I'll say, all right, let me look at these bags of caramel. Which one do I not have the bow color for? And that will determine which bag of caramel I'm going to get. Because it's all the same. The caramel's all the same. I need different colored bows. I've got like a pink one and a blue one. I'm bow collecting. You think I want the caramel? Yes, I do. But more than that, I want the fucking bow. Oh, here's my first attempt at my patchwork skirt, which doesn't fit. But it was a lot of work, and I'm proud of it anyways. We're gonna switch scenes really quick. I promise I'll come back to this one. This one, you can't really see it. On the bed, I cannibalized my other patchwork skirt to make a quilt for the bed in my little miniature bedroom I made. This was my first attempt. It doesn't actually fit. It's a little too small. I need to make it a little bigger. But I think it looks cute. I do like the concept. This was based on, like, some art I saw of, like, ceramic bunnies who had this sort of look to them, but just matching things, making tiny, tiny, tiny quilts. I think that's all that's in here. Yeah, here's the blue bow. Again, we have 87 bows. This was my sexy pirate outfit that doesn't actually clothes, so you have to wear this, like... The shirt doesn't close, and it's kind of see-through. So this is the sexy shirt. Some people like to do sexy photo shoots. I'm not really into, like, sexualizing dolls, because I think it's a little silly. It just makes me be like, why? But, you know. Oh, yeah, and here's a good example of the palazzo pants. The palazzo pants. Wanted to make sure I could figure out how to do the pattern. Managed to do the pattern. And it's interesting, because this is like a slightly thicker fabric. These lay flatter on their own than these ones do. Like these, you can see they kind of keep that pattern. Like they just lie open kind of on their own. These lay more closed than the other ones. It's interesting what different fabrics will do. Yeah, I gotta get back into it. It truly was like, I had a job where I was sitting at a desk all day. And I was allowed to do things with my hands. And so I did that all day long. This was what I put around my little strawberry dress. This was one thing I raided from, like, my grandma's supplies. She just had this cute little string of beads, and I just put it around the edge of the skirt, and I thought it looked nice. There was one thing I saw. What did I see? This is another sort of successful experiment. Again, I needed to make it a little bigger. I just had this idea where I wanted to get, like, a glitter skirt. I think I saw, like, petticoats that had petals in them, and I was like, I could do something like that with, like, glitters. And it's, like, slightly too small and doesn't quite fit on the doll, so I kind of just, like, would pin it in the back. It doesn't quite fall how I wanted it to, but, you know, I managed to put glitter in a skirt and it doesn't fall out, and that's something to be proud of. You know, I just have a little bag now of glitters that I could do what I will with. What will I do with them? Put it back in the fucking purgatory box of never see you again. But is something. They exist, at least, I guess. Is that anything? Yeah, I gotta get back into stuff. And do some more. But, you know, who has the time? They're going to purgatory! Boom! They're never coming out again. Oh, God! Don't remind me. Ugh. This is a bitch of a boss fight. That took me way too long. How are you easier to fight or harder to fight than God? How is God easier to fight than you? Ugh. Yeah. Oh, I didn't show up this one. Come here. This is my little red dress. I made this after that one blue one. Because it's the same pattern, but with different fabrics. Again, like most of these red fabrics, I used the last little tiny bit I had of them. That's why this whole thing's not made it like this bottom red. It's just like an extra. Couldn't make the whole thing out of that because I didn't have enough. But it turned out pretty cute. This was, what was it? It was like Cupcake Lolita was the name of the files. A lot of these I got from Etsy. I just got the, what's that called? This sewing patterns. A lot of people sell them on Etsy. And I used a lot of them to make my beautiful clothes. And it's fun. I put them back in my little closet. I hang them back on their little hangers. Ah! There's really not enough room on my desk for all of this stuff. Ta-da. Yeah, so that was my doll tour. And then I'm gonna make my little mini-me. I think. Because that's what I have available. That's what I was making progress on. Ta-da! Doll tour. I don't really have anything else to show up. That's the extent of my doll collection. It's not the biggest collection, but it's a collection. I hope you enjoyed. Now you get to see what the fuck I have hiding in my messy shelves that are like always double, triple stacked. Oh god. Okay, ladies, let's make some room so that everybody can sit on the chair. I have a chair. I don't have a little table that's small enough for this, so they're just on a chair. Oh, wait, you go back. You're Frankie's pet. You must sit with Frankie. Push him to the side. Push him to the side. All right. Let's get the needle felting stuff. Come here. Wah. Wah. Did I put the thing in here, or is it still on my desk somewhere? Not in there. Where did I put the doll itself? Just like halfway through making it, and I don't know where I put it. I may have to put those plans on hold. I don't know where it is. A 3-pack? That's fun. That is the main characters of the show currently. Okay, I don't know where I put the mini-me that I was making. She's fucking lost. There was one other thing I could show off. Oh, wait, is that her? That's her. Woo, there she is. A while ago, my brother started getting into 3D printing. And we tried to make some doll shoes, but they turned out a little too hard. And this time, he was doing some materials tests. And he found one that actually works for doll shoes. Look, you can stretch it a little so you could actually put it on her foot. Because they didn't move at all in the first iteration. These ones need to be a little stretchier. I think this is the ones that I have the like, official painted version of. But those ones won't actually go on a foot. But these ones will! And they had a little bit of barbs on them because of the 3D printing process that I just wanted to work on. So we can also do that. Okay. I mean, you know. They're high schoolers, I guess, sort of, technically. So we're going to sand some doll shoes because why not? I can't see quite as well as I want to. If I turn on the full overhead light, it's like so bright that you can't see anything on the cameras, but with the trade-off of I can't see. But make them smoother, and then someday I'll paint them. I don't know where my paints is though. Yeah. Especially like Gen 3 Claudine is a fucking dweebus. I guess that's maybe offensive, but it's true. Gen 3 Claudine is kind of like a nerd. So, I don't know. Wouldn't be the first time Mattel has done something a little bit racist. And it probably won't be the last time either. Got all these little burrs on it. Gotta scrape off all the little burrs. Yeah, that might be true. They're doing some, like, reproductions of the old dolls, because they know they had it good, and then they fucked it up forever. God, Mattel just... They love being like, wow, people really love our doll line. We're shutting it down. Rip Ever After High. I'll miss you every fucking day. Ever After High was so cool. Scrape, 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 scrape. Yeah, like, it makes sense for Generation 1 Claudine to do, like, basketball, because she was kind of sporty and cool. And she was like, I can do what the boys can do. But Generation 3, I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, there was Generation 1, which everybody loves. There was Generation 2, which everybody hates. And now there's Generation 3, which is actually still cool. These are the ones they are currently making. They got joints again. They figured out how to not fuck them up. Look at that. She's so bendable. They also have little hip joints. So they can, like, do the torsos. It's hard to do her because she's got fucking all these clothes on. But, you know. I really like Gen 3. They're pretty cool. I will say thank you to Rainbow High, not Babe My Mattel. And thank you to the OMG dolls, not made by Mattel, who proved that... She fell on the floor. It's fine. She'll live there for now. I'll get her off the floor later. Who proved that there is still a market for fashion dolls. When, like, Mattel was like, yeah, you made my still buy fashion dolls. We're going to make them as cheaply as possible. And therefore no one buys them because they're made as cheaply as possible. But no, there's an adult collector market for fashion dolls, for sure. They were just not willing to fucking make ones that adult collectors would want. Until well, I think, isn't Rainbow High also made by MGA? I don't remember. Until other people were like, well, if fucking Mattel's not doing it, we're gonna start doing it. And then Mattel was like, oh, fuck, we gotta start doing it too. Our profits. Our goddamn profits. So yeah, now we get G3 Monster High, which are pretty good. You know, there's some that aren't as fabulous, but they're pretty good. Should do more fucking Monster High rankings. I did a tier list of Gen 1s. I could do the other ones. Yeah, I don't really. I looked at it and felt about zero emotions. I said, sure is a Laguna Blue. And then I stopped caring. I don't get fucking any of the exclusive dolls. As you've noticed, all of my shit, like, besides the ones that were, like, they all came from the store except for the ones that came from Etsy. The Comic-Con one is based on her Generation 1 design. So it's going back to when she used to be blue. So she's not pink in that one because they're walking back on their current things. Probably be better if I painted this little keyhole at the top so you can actually see what's going on. Sand, sand, sand. I think it's like there was some black and white Monster High dolls that did well, so I think it might be sort of based on that idea. I don't know, though. It's definitely a Gen 1 design. You can tell by the faces, too, if they're Gen 1 or Gen 3. And also the bodies. Gen 1 have, like, crazy slope backs, and it's all in one piece. And Gen 3 will have that, hip rotations that I was talking about. Well, I don't know who Nami from League is, but okay, sure. I'll believe it. Do you have any burrs on the chains? I know what it looks like, sort of. I've seen it on the Instagrams where I get all my Monster High updates, basically. So I follow several people who do Monster High posting. That was like the only reason I ever got Instagram, because I wanted to see like doll customs and stuff. Let's make it nice and smooth. Any more burrs? Pew 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 pew. Your shoe fucking bit me. Words that could only happen in Monster High World. So many of the shoes have teeth of some variety. It's great. I need to get new shoes. I was looking at the bottom of my sneaker the other day, and there's a giant crack in it. And I'm like, oh, so that's why when it rains and I walk on the ground, I'm like, my foot feels wet. Because there's a giant fucking hole in my shoe. So my foot is wet. I need to get new shoes. I like the shoes I have, but there's a giant fucking hole. I don't even know how that happens. It's just a big old crack in the sole of it. I'm like, oh, well, how'd that even happen? Yeah, I don't know. You tell me. You dot all you want. How often do you look at the bottom of your shoes? Have you looked at the bottom of your shoes? When's the last time you did that? It's not a regular everyday thing. I feel justified not looking at the bottom of my shoes regularly. I don't know about you and your foot fetish ass. Ugh. I don't know. I was like, maybe I'm just cold. I was busy. I didn't investigate the problem. I like to ignore my problems until they go away. This is a great method that definitely works. Don't do that. I always do that, and it's a bad plan. I need to stop ignoring my problems. It's very unhelpful. Alright. Those are, like, ready for painting. I'll paint them sometime. When I figure out what fucking box all my paint is in. You do too. That's a blatant lie. How many times have you in the chat been like, no, don't look? Ugh. Oh. Then why do you keep mentioning them, huh? You're in the legs. Okay, okay. There we go. Zit side little. I like the whole package. Okay, sure. Whatever you say, sir. What's under there? Candy! My candy spilled. I got lemon heads. Go over here, lemon heads. I'll eat you later. Okay. So where were we? We had the legs mostly finished. Had the arms mostly finished. The head has progress but needs some adjustments. I moved the box like 5 minutes before I started stream so that I could push my thing up. They're fine. I know they're not bad. Another one is hiding over there too. I don't know if I've properly shown him off. Look at this guy. Isn't he cute? It's a rock, but it's also a mouse. I made him. Be proud of me. It just, some fell out while I moved the box, is all that happened. It's fine. They're hard candies anyways. How much fucking germs can they carry? If they were permeable, maybe I would be worried, but they're not. I wanted to get a black. Luckily, box is light. Is that black? Is it a dark brown? That looks black. I can probably fit maybe 2 roses on her because it's tiny, but you know. That's blue! That's a very dark blue, not a black. It's black. I'm sorry that I triggered the germophobia. Phobia of Germa the streamer. I think that's black. I may change my mind once again. I don't know. Sometimes I feel the germ urges and then I just force myself to get the fuck over it. Because I know it's... I know I'm gonna get dirty. Again, I work with kids. They are germ factories. I have to be like, you know what? I'm at peace with the fact that I'm going to be infected. And at least pretend I'm at peace with it. If I'm not actually at peace with it. You get books? Did I have my scissors on my desk still? Yeah, they're there. Must be delicate. Does sound stressful to deal with. I have my complexes, but that is not one that I have. For which I am grateful. That looks like shit! Well then, should we watch something? Now that I'm done with the yapping part of stream. delightful. I muted her.
This doll was a doozy, let me tell you. It makes the mistakes in Nova's infamous video pale in comparison. After creating the pastel rainbow doll, Pokey, and the vivid rainbow doll, Ruby, it's time to tackle the dark rainbow doll to complete the trio. I got really hung up on the very first step of this project, designing the character. This is usually my favorite part. 1 or 2 sketches in and I've got it, man. But not this time. Allow me to take you through this absolute journey of the concept art stage. Grab some popcorn. It started innocently enough with a couple loose sketches to feel out the character. There were only 2 prerequisites. She's supposed to be a high schooler and have some mode of transportation, like the other 2 dolls. I love the idea of some punk pedaling down the hallway looking at their phone because the unicycle allows them to ride hands-free. It's kind of a shame the unicycle didn't pan out. What fashions come to mind when you picture dark rainbow? Cyberpunk? Rainbow goth? I tried to combine my favorite elements of all these alt fashions, but to little success. I tried some simpler designs next, thinking that perhaps the fishnets and raver gear might end up looking too busy on a real doll. I explored a loose-fitting gym clothes aesthetic for a while. Did I want this character to be more, like, cute and nerdy with big glasses, or sporty and chill? I couldn't decide. It was time to move on and start exploring color palettes, though. All the dolls in the series have fantasy color skin tones, so I knew I wanted to continue that trend. But how to work the dark rainbow part in? Like, these color studies look pretty cool, I guess, but I wouldn't say this is a rainbow character. Maybe the last one. What even is dark rainbow? Is it a standard rainbow toned down until the values are nearly black? Or is it a small pop of neon color in the darkness, like a city street at night? I pictured using the former, but couldn't get it to work, as you'll see later. I gave up on clothes for a while and switched to skin tones. If I could nail down what skin I wanted to use, maybe the rest would fall in place. These were fun experiments, but ultimately didn't help me at all. She was looking less and less hip high schooler and more alien. And we've already been there. I assembled mood board after mood board for inspiration, none of which I can show in this video for copyright reasons, of course. I just pulled images off the internet. But the point is, I had this huge, deep well of rich ideas to draw from, but my bucket never brought up any water. What was my problem?
Why is it so hard?
I turned back to Ruby's concept art next. Perhaps with a shift in hue saturation, I could glean a successful dark rainbow color palette from my previous work. We tend to think of cool colors like blue, green, and purple as looking darker. So maybe if we could feature those colors in the lineup, the palette will work. You can tell I'm grasping at straws here. 2 months had passed at this point. I was already feeling way behind schedule and beginning to get frustrated. You know that point in a project where you hate everything you've done? So I took a moment. Okay, Catherine, I told myself, you need to make this character—
Look at those shells. Look at the glory of her life's work displayed behind her. Isn't that amazing? I love it.
something that speaks to you. What are you enjoying more than anything else right now?
Pink.
The answer, friends, is the K-pop group New Jeans.
Okay.
They're the hottest new thing. I love all their songs, and I'm in love with late 90s fashion in a way I didn't know was possible. The high-rise, baggy cargo pant combined with a sassy crop top stole my heart. So next, I essentially took this girl's outfit and upended a bucket of dark rainbow all over it. Finally, I was getting somewhere. I sensed I was close to a breakthrough. Then, one night at 11 p.m. after the baby finally went to sleep, I drew the perfect character. The pants, the swagger, the bunny hat, oh my gosh! Obviously, this is heavily inspired by New Jeans, like borderline thievery, but I think with a completely different color palette, I can differentiate my design enough. The colors fell into place much faster now that I had a character I liked. My favorites were C, E, and F. After passing the file around to friends and family, E was voted most popular. Hope you agree. This is the final design. It took me 3 months to get here. 3 months! I've never had art block that bad in my entire life. Now, let's begin making the doll. Monster High Cleo Denial Gen 3 will be our base. If you've been here before, you'll know that if you plan on painting the doll a different color, it's wise to choose a base doll color that's in the same ballpark. I
She's
don't own
fine,
any
she's
dolls
just not
blue enough to be a perfect
one
base,
that I'm
but there's
into
something we can do
particularly.
about that. Welcome to my kitchen.
That
It's
kind of
been a
looks
while.
like
You
F!
can use nylon dyes, such as iDye Poly here, to change the color of plastics. I've done this before, so I'll be using a blue mixture that I saved from a previous project. Bring the dye to a boil, and drop the body parts in. The pot is a little small for the body, but what you gonna do? Get in there, Cleo. Now, the instructions say maintain temperature for 30 minutes to an hour, but I didn't read the instructions. I'd done this before, I know what to do. Afraid that I might melt the doll's plastic though, I actually turned the temperature down around the 10-minute mark. Big mistake. A quick Google search would have shown me that the melting points of plastic are far above 100 degrees Celsius. I also thought that the color was plenty dark enough, so I pulled her out at 15 minutes. That too may have been a mistake. Hindsight is 20/20, right? Read the instructions again, folks. I learned my lesson.
Speldon and the vampire boy are a thing. Is his name Kieran? I legitimately do not know his name. What is his name? But yes, they're a thing. There was he alludes to someone in I guess his name is Kieran. He alludes to someone in the diaries that come with his original doll. And he's like a romance vamp. Okay. Well, that's one way to put it. He alludes to like a lover, and then later Speldon was designed by a cool artist. And there was like a comic featuring them together. And now they're like the gay boys together. So yeah, they're a thing, which Mattel also tried to fumble. They had a post about the 2-pack, and they were like, everybody's favorite lab partners! Yeah, I love being gay with my lab partner. Come on, people. They're lovers. A little more than lab partners. Straight gay people exist. Come on. Like, look at what? Oh, you send me Discord image. What is Discord image? I would, try not to leave the DMs. Yeah. Their thing. Kieran Valentine. Yeah, Valentine. That's his fucking name. Speaking of chemistry. Yeah. They're like in love and shit. You know.
You'll see how this poorly executed dye job affects the rest of the project. I rinsed the parts in cold water and washed them with soap, but color kept leaking out. I even tried pouring boiling water over all the parts again, hoping that might set the color. Look, can you see that velvety sheen to the parts? And the color appears choppy and rough. I thought it was odd at the time, but then again, this is my first go at dyeing a Generation 3 doll. Maybe the plastic's composition is just different, I thought. However, the joints and inner components of the doll are now dark blue, and that's what matters. I'm going to paint the doll with acrylics, and acrylics rub off the joints, so this can look really bad when the color underneath is obviously different, like her original skin tone. Choosing to dye the doll can be a lot of extra work, but it should give the final product a more professional appearance, right? There's a modification we need to make to the hands. Cut 5 short lengths of your thinnest but strongest wire, and pinch it into a point. Next, take a pin and pre-poke a tunnel down each finger. The hands are kind of rubbery, so it's not impossible, but still, grip the hand firmly and be careful.
Don't
We don't
stab
want to
yourself.
puncture any real fingers. Remove the pin and push the wire into position.
still look kinda butt.
Nudge it in slowly with the help of pliers. Implant bones into all 5 fingers.
Crazy work.
I'm going to sculpt some killer nails on this doll later, so I keep some of the wire outside the finger. Now you can reshape the finger's positions with your pliers. I've always wanted to try this, and now I can, thanks to Gen 3 hands being larger. Not bad, right? I really wanted her to have that cheeky, rawr hand position. Time for paint. Cobalt blue looks pretty close to my concept. Let's go with that. If you go slow and apply 8 to 10 layers of watered down pigment, you can achieve a smooth, brushstroke-free
Could be
application.
better, but I'm over it.
Or you can do 2 to 3 coats of thicker paint and say, the strokes don't bother me that much, it's fine.
Interesting.
Once you're happy, seal the deal with matte varnish. This locks in the color and keeps your paint from chipping off. Manicure time! I'll build up her super long stiletto claws by mixing a 2-part epoxy sculpt. Just getting a tiny flake of the stuff to encircle and stick to the
Those
armature
are the
wire
popular
is
ones,
tough
I
work.
guess.
My
I
own
don't
fingers
fucking
feel
know.
like they're getting in the way. But with a little patience and a sharp stick, I was able to adhere all 10 nails to the armature wire. After they cure, come back with a nail
little ear.
file. I'm actually using a nail file on nails for once. And shape the epoxy. Be gentle, you don't want to pop them off.
Need my finger protection.
They look
So I
so
did not
cute.
die.
I've always wanted to try
another one
ridiculously
over there.
long
Whatever.
fakies like this, but it hasn't happened yet. Maybe for my birthday one year.
Whoops. Hit escape.
Paint them rainbow, of course, and seal them with a gloss varnish.
So cool. Oh. They really do. I love collabing
It's
with
time
most
to give her
random
new
thing they can
hair.
find.
I covered the rooting process pretty thoroughly in my previous dolls video, so I'm going to gloss over it this time. I use these poppin' colors of nylon hair for a cute half and half style. Isn't it beautiful? Looks great. Now it's face up time. Or not. I came back the very next day to find the doll's blue skin mottled and blotchy. The color had darkened and was uneven. What happened? Well, I can't continue the doll like this. So I scratched it all back off and painted her again. I was starting to get the notion that the dye might be the root of the problem, but I still thought I could force it to behave. Y'all know I'm not one to give up on a project. I called in backup, and we used the airbrush to apply a perfectly even layer of primer first, then a fresh layer of cobalt blue. Surely a primer would act as a barrier to any funky stuff happening in the plastic.
Oh.
Is this how with the primer I don't have high hopes for the blue color?
완전 맛있어. 아, 진짜 너무 심하다. Come on. Ooh, that was bad.
It was just down on her roof, not in the front.
나와야 치더라고.
Oh no.
It must be said that the airbrush sure does give you a beautiful, even color. I avoid using it because it's so finicky. But that sure looks good, huh? I coat all the pieces once again with varnish, and now we can finally draw the face.
Era.
When working on a darker skin
Era.
color, I find layering down a base of white for the eyes to be the most efficient approach
He's
to
a
building
native
up a face
Korean
that
anyways,
pops.
so it makes sense.
I want wide, open eyes, so I overdraw just a little bit above the mold. Next, I come in with
How do I make
watercolor
this?
pencils and sketch out the irises, eyebrows, stripes, and bold eyeliner. If you wonder about any of the materials I use for this doll, a list can always be found in the description box below the video. Use a tiny brush and wet the pigment off of your watercolor pencil to reach into thin crevices like the lips. I can't get a large toothy grin like my concept art without resculpting the face, but I can cheat a little bit by simply drawing the teeth on top of the lips and creating a false border with a black line.
Look at the fucking
After a spray of Mr.
fang,
Super
I
Clear
love
sealant, it's time to add the rainbow colors.
Mr. Super Clear and the
I
absolute
found
fucking
wetting the
grip he
pencils
has
and
on the
using a
doll.
brush to be the easiest approach for
community.
rainbow eyes. The pigment can be reactivated on the doll, so you can push colors around without building up thick brush strokes. I laid color down over the eyebrows and stripes as well. With a couple finishing touches, like thickening the lines around the iris and highlighting certain areas of the face, she's done. She's got the confident and mischievous expression I wanted, and the colors pop without looking too busy. Face up done. Once again, I came back the next day to take down the hair burrito, and does the face look a bit darker to you? Well, if you lay on the sealant really thick, that can happen sometimes. I guess I put on too much sealant. Let me just touch up the brightest parts with acrylic paint real quick. That'll stay for sure, right? Even with primer and sealant, the dye is somehow bleeding through? Is that what's happening? Even though I dunked it back in boiling water
So
and
many
washed it a million
issues.
times with soap, it's still bleeding? This doll is cursed. Okay, I think I need to change gears and think about something else. Let's set the body and head aside for now, you know, kick the can down the road as far as possible, and turn our attention to clothes instead. The clothes are going to be so much fun. Their outfit is incredibly detailed, so for the sake of simplicity, I'm going to focus on how I made the pants and hat specifically, and skip over the rest. You've seen me make a shirt before. I want to show you the new stuff. So, baggy cargo pants. After altering a pattern to fit the new Generation 3 doll and drastically widening the pant legs, I cut out the pieces and got to work. I'm happy to report that this pattern is available now on my Etsy shop if you've got to make a pair for your doll too. They sew together the exact same way as my other pants patterns, with a couple minor differences. Before flipping the pants right side out, run gathering stitches along the outseam and the inseam. Tie them off at the top, but leave the bottom threads loose. At the very end, after you've done everything else on the pants, you can tug these gathered threads until the bunchiness looks right. Fabric doesn't hang the same way on doll scale, so it needs a little help to look appropriately heavy and baggy. Another addition I've made to the pants is a short ribbon sewn from front to back that catches the crotch. The pants themselves have a dropped crotch, so unless you want the pants floating up past the doll's midsection, the ribbon is a must. I cut large rectangles to be the doll's pockets. Simply pinch a corner and sew a 45-degree line. Do this on all four corners. Turn it right side out, and now you have a tray shape. Seal the edges with glue, then decide where you want the pants to go. I simply whip stitch around the perimeter of each pocket to secure it to the pants. Want a tip? Pin the pockets down while you sew, and use a large cylinder like this glue stick to fill out the pants and give your fingers something to hold on to. Sew a long tube, iron it flat, and sew stitches down either side. Tuck it inside and stitch down small segments. And now you've got belt loops. I did 2 on front and 2 on back.
I love to step.
Now for the fun part. Painting on the designs. Paying close attention to my concept art, I paint on all the stars, swirls, hearts, and lines in white gesso first.
Stabbing.
They look pretty good in black and white, don't they? But of course, we must add color. These fluorescent paints are getting more use than I anticipated. I think I might be experiencing a neon phase. At one point, arcade rooms, and particularly the carpet flooring from arcades, was a source of inspiration, and you can see it in these shapes, can't you? The more translucent colors like yellow and green may need multiple coats. Isn't the gradient fill awesome? It's giving me early 90s airbrush clothing vibes. To fake tiny zippers, glue, fold, and cut several strips out of colored fabric. Glue seals the edge and makes it stiffer. Cut them down to size, I'm matching the width of the pocket, and glue them on. If your pockets have been trying to crumple, this helps them stand back out. Take black paint and your teeniest brush to draw a zigzag line all the way across.
Look at that!
Cut zipper pulls out of
Adorable.
paper and set them in place
Oh
with a touch
my
of glue.
God, the
These
tininess
aren't
of the
functional
zippers.
pockets, but who actually uses all the pockets on cargo pants anyway? It's fashion. These
fashion.
pants are already amazing, but wait, there's more. Using the same glue and fabric technique, I cut out these belts and sewed them around plastic chain links and sewed them to the pants. There's also one more
Adorable.
belt, and the place you'd actually expect one, threaded through the belt loops. The
Doll!
finishing touch, a glossy statement belt buckle.
Ugh. It's gorgeous. There we go. That should work. I don't know if the gradient's gonna show up on this actually.
Adorbs! Let's make the hat next. This is by far the best way to make a hat, so major props to Craft Nori, whose tutorial I got this technique from. Measure the circumference of your doll's head at the point you want the cap to sit. Mine's 13.5 centimeters. Add 0.5 for seam allowance, which gives us 14.
Ugh!
And we'll
Math
divide
and
that
sewing.
by the
Hi!
6 sections of a baseball cap, which gives us 2.33 centimeters.
Behold.
Take out a piece of felt, thinner works better on doll projects, and mark all 6 sections along a ruler.
Okay, that should be about
For my doll, each
right.
section is 2.33, so I mark it again at 4.66, 6.9,
Make sure I don't stab myself.
9.3,
Make sure I don't stab myself.
11.6, and 14. Take the measurement from about mid-forehead to the top center of the head. Mine's 3.5. This is the height of your hat. Mark the height onto the felt and form a rectangle. Draw off the 6 sections. Using these rectangles as your guide, draw archways into each one of them. I marked more guides to try to get them even, but mostly eyeballed it. Draw a notch on the bottom corner of the last archway. Cut your rectangle and archways out of the felt, fold it in half, and cut out that notch.
I'm doing well. How's your day going? We're just doing some fun crafting. Good times.
Spread glue over your entire felt piece and stick it to the fabric. Cotton works best. Once it dries, trim down the fabric, but leave yourself an edge to work with. Don't cut around the archways, keep it straight across the top. Take a square off the corner and clip the curves before applying glue to the bottom section of the hat and folding the fabric over. Take a needle and thread, and one archway at a time, sew them together. After 2 sections are joined, fold over the next section and join those sides, and so on and so forth. We're finally forming the curved bowl shape.
I'm going to stab yourself. Uh-oh. That's not good.
Once done, trim down the excess fabric and turn the cap right side out. Feel out the wonky parts with your fingers to smooth out any lumps. Place the cap back on the felt and sketch out a brim. Mark the edge of the cap as well. Cut out 2 of these pieces, but leave one with the excess attached. Glue the larger brim piece.
You know, that's one of the really cool parts about like sewing and doll customization and stuff is a lot of it is such a collaborative process. Like, she's making tutorials for people and she's using other people's tutorials to make her dolls, and it's, you all learn from each other and learn and grow together, and that's one of the very cool parts of it that I think is very neat.
Piece to your fabric. Cut the curves and glue the fabric down around the edge.
Stip, 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 stip.
Take the smaller brim piece and glue it on top.
Stip, 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 stip.
This finishes the underside of the brim. Cut the brim into streamers beneath the curve. Then use these streamers to glue the brim to the inside of your cap. Make sure it's oriented towards the front. While the whole thing is still wet with glue is a great time to shape the felt into a subtle curve. Glue a small ribbon across the gap in the back, and that's the basic hat done. Isn't it adorable? It may seem daunting at first because of the measurements and everything, but it whips together quickly. I'm not stopping here though. Much like her jeans, this hat is going to be decked out, starting with the calligraphy. I hesitantly sketch on the words with white pencil first to get the placement right, then once again paint it with white gesso
So cool.
before filling in the neon rainbow gradient. Oh yeah.
Stay artsy.
Now for the bunny ears. I know you were waiting for this part. Here's the little pattern piece I came up with. The measurements are marked in case you want to make your own. I cut 4 pieces out of slightly floppier black knit fabric. Place 2 and 2 together, sew, and turn the ears right sides out. Next, using this dark rainbow selection of colors, I stitch embroidery thread X's down each ear. The wrong side of the ears looks pretty bad, though. I should have done this before sewing and turning the ears, and that would have looked cleaner. Oh well.
Whoops.
Pinch the ears closed at the top, then stitch them to the cap. Add a button or 2, and the cap is done.
Okay, there's a little jacket.
I think we can all agree that this is, the cutest hat ever made in the entire history of the universe. Yeah, I think that's fair to say. Like I mentioned earlier, I could go into all the details about every part of her outfit, but the video would be way too long. Here, I'll give you the shotgun version, okay?
Ta-da.
I made tiny buttons and the belt buckle by pouring UV resin over printed images.
Should I just have black shoes? Find another fucking brown in my
I
pile?
sculpted her keychain character from air dry clay and painted it with acrylics.
It's the same, I think. It's lighter even. So cute.
I stained white furry fabric green with paint before sewing them around her hands and fingers to form chunky paw gloves. Adorable. They look a little messy. I used seed beads, wires, and threads to make her necklaces and earrings.
Yeah, this is darker brown.
Her shoes are simple repaints of these incredibly detailed Nike shoe keychains I found that happen to fit Monster High dolls perfectly.
Lucky find.
Alright, lastly, let's make her scooter. Seeing as this doll features a lot of influences from 90s fashion, I definitely had a good old Razor brand scooter in mind when I drew this one. I used simple materials like chopsticks and tongue depressors to build the base of the scooter.
I love that color.
I drilled holes and drove stakes through several parts to make the structure sound. Here come the streamers on the handlebars, made from embroidery threads and tiny beads. I glue them to the wooden
That was a noise.
handles, then wrap the bar with fabric. Monster High dolls have long legs, which means the scooter would have to be very tall to actually reach her hands. I thought that looked pretty silly, so I kept the scooter on the short side on purpose. I prepared these wheels out of air dry clay earlier and
Oh,
popped
God.
them into the scooter with a dowel to hold them in place. They can spin, but admittedly, it's a bit stiff.
It always looks so different in the darks.
I glue the vertical piece to the baseboard via a diagonal bar, a detail that gives the scooter a nice sense of realism, I think. In case you were wondering, I switched from a unicycle to a scooter when I decided she should have huge baggy pants. I kept thinking about how baggy pants would totally clog up the wheel and pedals on a unicycle, and figured a scooter was a better match for the 90s aesthetic anyway. With the wood structure done, I paint the scooter with rainbow
Yeah, there
colors
you
to
go.
match.
That looks good.
Ta-da! An adorable doll-sized scooter. We've made everything. The pants, the bunny hat, the crop top, all of the accessories, her scooter, and the doll, of course. I should be done with this project,
Uh-oh.
but I can't ignore it any longer. The face has continued to darken, the body has developed lighter and darker patches, and my matte varnish has turned into an eerie sheen. I've never seen anything like it. I can only assume the root cause of this cursed doll was indeed the polyester dye done at the very beginning of the video. So what can we do?
Cry.
Well, I have one more video doll.
Oh, start over.
That's right. I'm starting over. But with one major difference. No dyeing the doll this time. I'll just have to live with the joints being a different color. Take it from the top. And done. Again. Check out this side by side of the two bodies and faces.
It's way
You can
better
really see
though.
the difference. I'm glad I took the time to remake her. I love the character design and would have been disappointed with myself had I gone ahead and used the cursed body.
The
I did
cursed
use the
body.
former hands, though. I didn't feel like doing all that again. Can you blame me? Let's dress them up and finally see the complete doll.
I got the backpack. That's cute. That must be a Ghoulia backpack. The many, many iterations. Hell yeah. Whoops. Yukijima. Kawaii.
What to name this character? Funny enough, it took ages to find the appropriate name. Of course, the doll that has tripped me up the most continues to be a challenge right up till the
The
very end.
ears are so
I've
cute.
decided to call them UV, in reference to ultraviolet light.
What an adorable little creature. They're a human being, but the paws. John Blue! My name is John Blue! So cool. Zoom in. What a pretty doll. Oh, hell yeah.
Despite the many issues and setbacks, I'm really proud of this doll. The color palette was a huge challenge for me, but with a little time and perseverance, I came up with a character that I absolutely love. She's definitely getting a prominent spot on the doll shelf. Here's an interesting development though. Because I used fluorescent paints on both UV and Ruby, what was supposed to be the third and final doll in the series of rainbow dolls looks more like, well, Toki's the odd one out now, isn't she?
Toki,
Because of
no!
the sheer saturation of colors, Toki looks practically grayed out by comparison. If we're being quite honest, these two match each other well, but Toki looks like she belongs with my other pastel rainbow dolls. So my vision of a rainbow trio didn't pan out the way I'd hoped, but I do love each doll individually, so no regrets. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you love UV as much as I do. Like and subscribe so that you catch all future episodes of doll customizing goodness, and I'll see you next time. Stay artsy! Annyeong!
Annyeong. Does that look like a foot? Maybe not. I'm over it though. I just want everything to be attached now. A cat! It's time for what? Oh no, what have you sent me? Tampon Trilogy? You want me to watch Tampon Trilogy? Fine!
For this next game, I need 2 players to the stage, please. They're going to write you a letter of complaint in a very unusual way. They're going to do it like this.
Dear
Sir,
or
Madam,
I
am
writing
a
letter.
Excellent, you get the idea. Now I need something for them to be complaining about, maybe a product or an ordinary everyday problem like the trains being late or tampons. Yeah.
Tampons.
This is a letter of complaint about tampons. A round of applause for the game letter.
Dear Lynette, I am a woman. A old woman who has no need of tampons. For many reasons. Firstly, no periods / menstrual blood. Secondly, I despise your company because you have betrayed women everywhere. Why? Perhaps pads are not for you. Too fancy.
is not going great.
Too sexy. Why can't you listen to women everywhere? Like me, a old woman who once used tampons for... Is it once used tampons or once used tampons?
She once used tampons.
Great, that's for the next. Herself. 40 years of my
Tampons.
are stored in my shed.
Why are you storing them, madame? That's not what you're supposed to do.
It's getting good. It is attracting bees.
Bees! Not carrion birds, but bees!
Why are they coming to me? For I am no honey queen. My name is forgettable. Jane is my name. Blood is no one's game. Today
Embarks.
on change.
The head is not attached hardly at all.
That was the last game. Today embarks on change, where I
I broke the needle!
tampons and dreams.
Is it stuck in there? It is stuck in there.
Therefore, make
Well, shit. I'm too strong. I broke the needle. It's fine. It happens. I had a container for them once upon a time. I have to see if I still have it somewhere.
your
I got more needles.
tampons attract joy, not bees. Only joy can bring us women into politics.
Politics!
Yours sincerely, Jane Austen.
Austin!
We're now going to do a flurry of scenes for you, and all we need to start with the first one is an opening line of dialogue we could use for our first scene. So what might that be?
That's an awful lot of cough syrup.
Like both of you, but I'm going to go with that. That's an awful lot of cough syrup. Give her a big round of applause to begin with. That's an awful lot of cough syrup.
I don't know where my
That's an awful lot of cough syrup.
container was.
Yeah! It's really good, that stuff. I feel like I could do anything now.
I think the doctor actually prescribed it for me, Mum.
Mum! Yeah, you see, the thing is, I don't believe in all that modern medicine for children.
Then why did you drink it?
Because I'm not a child. Pay your fucking attention.
Pay your fucking
Sorry, Mum.
attention.
I think it's the fever getting to me.
No, don't worry, your cough will be cured. Through ancient methods.
Go on, you needle.
I've got a shed of all my used tampons.
Oh no.
We're gonna make a blood ritual.
Oh no.
Today embarks a blood
Oh dear.
Let's begin the pattern. 1, 2.
What the hell is going on?
There we go. That'll be the doctor.
You're under arrest for
is this
blood
shape?
rituals.
A pentagram. Oh, hello there, doctor.
Hello, I have come to cure.
Don't worry, we've sorted it.
Oh,
Thanks for the cough medicine, by the way.
did you use tampon?
How did you know?
How did you know?
Is this special the way to cure? Is with the big tampon? Huh?
Are you familiar with the old ways as well?
I am the old way.
What the hell?
Oh my goodness. You look like an old soul.
Shall we begin the ritual?
I've already begun. I've made the pentagram of the tampons.
Very good.
What in the actual
Now,
fuck?
the second part of the ritual.
Of course.
Put your head on her shoulder.
Yes, cover us. Cover us in the used tampons.
What the actual fuck?
Such a beautiful language.
It is working! It is working!
A moon cup.
And scene! Give her a round of applause.
What? Where did you? Why?
Players to the stage, please.
There's more.
Can I have, please, a household object for Tom to become, to embody?
Beetroot.
A beetroot. A beetroot, sure.
Beetroot noises? Question mark.
Perfect. And can I have, please, an emotion for Sam to embody?
Angry.
Deprived? Yes. Deprived, please.
My favorite emotion, deprived.
Perfect. Right, the way this game works is they start a scene, and whenever the player at the side feels like it, we yell the word freeze. We can tag a player out, assume whatever position they ended up in, and then carry on a new scene inspired by those positions. Sam, please resume. A round of applause for the game. Freeze tag!
Please, sir. Can I have some more? No, never mind.
That's more dangerous than you know.
The ball has foretold of your arrival. But it didn't say you'd be coming through the back door. I always come through.
What on earth is going on?
I'm not trying to rob you, Bilbo. I'm trying to help you. Give me the ring.
Oh, but Gandalf.
Oh, the Gandalf!
Have you heard of my tampon?
Stop.
Nah. Have
The time of my life.
Get back here!
I'm never coming back here, Daddy. I'm going out and I'm going to make something of myself.
Well, you're going to have to wait some time. Because this is a boat.
Because this is a boat.
Sorry, are you in the queue?
Yes, I am. Are you also using the ATM?
Currently no, because you're taking too fucking long.
Ah, of course. Allow me to take out one of my many credit cards.
What?
Credit cards.
Please.
I think I'm being followed by a specter. I feel like I'm a spectator.
What do you think?
I think it's marvelous, Corporal. I think you've done an incredible job, and I think you will win the war with a swift and brisk stroke.
Stroke?
Freeze!
Are they about to fall?
If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. Ow. We rehearsed this, Percy! I'm sorry. I don't get like, are we using your hands? I want a divorce.
Divorce.
Here on the planet Umulafon,
We have servants who carry our hearts for us. This is an interesting sci-fi concept. The film is 4 hours long. All dialogue is murmured.
It's murmured.
That is the soundtrack.
Oh, my love, my darling.
Put the tampon down.
Finally, the end of the tampons. Look at my hands.
We are currently being watched in 6 continents.
Nobody point opened it.
Yeah, but I forgot hands. I forgot hands. I need hands. Yeah. Well then. I don't know why we had to watch that, but I guess we've watched it now. You're welcome? Question mark. The screams of the damned. What are these fucking recommendations I'm getting now? Should we watch Trixie and Katya?
It's like, oh, my stomach. Did you hear that?
'Cause they're
Did you
great.
hear that? Maybe I should bite something. Give me your arm. Oh, I have been with the guy with that mustache, though. And it's called handlebars because Mama held on for dear life.
Improv shows are an experience. This is true.
Hot. Oh, wow. Yeah.
Gender.
Me. Yeah.
Some individuals don't have a gender-based orientation.
See, that's me in the middle. That is you. Oh, my God. That is you. My body doesn't know its age or gender. That is literally you. I like the science of sex.
Do you know about sex? Do you really know about sex? If I pulled down my thong panty and said, find the clitoris, would you be able to do it?
Not on you.
No, but on
Not on you.
Yeah.
There was a straight guy who used to show us his asshole. Nobody asked for that.
I'm so tired. I mean, I am judging them and I have been peed on, so I guess I need to, like...
Yeah, but that's different.
I would always want
That's
to read,
different.
but would never, like, actually take the time to do it. Bring the Constitution, bring the Bible.
These taste like soap.
That might be fake, sis. Some of these are fake. Are you eating a fake one?
Katya eating soap.
If I was
And the fucking-
I'd whip out my dick.
That laugh.
I'd take a ballpoint pen and I'd write, "Don't pick me" on my dick. Hold it out. No, don't pick me.
Really need to stop looking and putting so much.
What is that? What was that? SAT scores. What was that?
I credit my psychosocial development to being raised on horror films. Is this not the poster child of a person who is fine?
I think so.
I mean, Mama, look at the material.
Look at the material.
I do want to read your fortune. I've got some human teeth here. Oh no, you're gonna have your period in about 10 minutes.
I've often joked about like spreading my seed and just kind of rolling the dice of my genetic build with different women and races around the world.
Katya, I'm fucking sick of it. I was so sick of the straight
I literally
people.
want to set myself
I'm
on
so
fire.
sick of the straight
I
people.
want to douse myself in gasoline. I want to set myself on fire. And I want to run like careening through that beachfront paradise.
Gay men, on average, have more older brothers than straight men.
You know about that?
I have an older brother.
Okay, if you're second, third, fourth born, you're like exponentially more likely to be gay. Get into it. I have an older brother.
You have an
ain't
older
gay 'cause I'll
brother?
tell
Are you gay?
Would never me. How come you can be a respected drag queen and have to do it all yourself, but you can go home first on The Voice and get fucking a makeup artist stuff all over you for 6 years?
Hey, Trixie.
Thank you.
Hey, Mom. How's some kind of gay talking going on?
No,
Always smells like hair. Can quote this whole video. Can give it a thumb. Hands need thumbs.
Hillary Clinton found you guys raw dogging it.
There. Does that look thummy? Sort of.
In general,
Sharks. Oh, that's an airplane. Oh, it's Mile High Club.
And the plane goes straight up the ass. And no, it's not a shark. You fucking blind bitch. Oh, shark in the pussy? I'm there. Okay.
Deep sea diving, Mama. Born in the game.
Jaws.
Circle, I would like to start a group chat with the girls only. I would like to call it the
Some
Skinny
of these
Queens.
are like hard to understand without context, I feel.
Let me get this together today, because this day is the best thing that's ever happened to me. Did you ever kick both legs? Did you ever do 2 kicks at once? Okay. Can you green screen me floating? Do you see a green screen? Then no, they can't green screen you. Back in Boston, I was in line at Dunkin' Donuts to get an iced coffee. And I was in back of a construction worker. And he had the fattest ass I've ever seen in my life, in real life, in person. I started having a full body reaction, almost like allergic in a good way.
Almost
I
like
started to get
allergic in a
flushed.
good
Where'd you
way.
bury the body? Where did you bury the body?
Immediately.
The family wants to know. You just need closure.
Mama, relatable.
Yeah, me every time I have a little too much. I don't even know what I was gonna say.
Ham
I don't even know what I was gonna say. It doesn't matter. Do you think that's supposed to be RuPaul?
Yes. Of course it is.
Look at the forehead.
I know, that's what I'm saying. It's amazing.
More makeup
Oh.
than they do here. As a nation. But we're a little more dramatic when our jewelry falls off. Nobody move!
I got a little present for you.
Is that molasses on your sheets? Why? I'm sorry. I saw a video of a car on the highway and a girl with her legs out the window in the passenger seat. I saw this too. And I just sent it to me. Yeah. The world is lucky I don't have a pussy, because that'd be me. Yeah, sex is weird. We literally look like fucking alien sex freaks. But I hate us.
Touch of the arms.
Do you know that I used to pee in the sink?
I did know this.
Because once I was rushing to the bathroom once, and I was undoing my garments as I was running, kind of like I was in a romantic
details
comedy.
change anything?
Yes, they do. Yes, they do, because it was an accident.
In the
So as
kitchen.
soon as I crossed the threshold of the bathroom, my urine left my body, and my dingling was right above the sink, so I just let it happen there.
And he's gonna joust her pussy. You can't get pregnant through forged steel.
Were you scared first time you kissed a boy?
I mean, looking back, it was not like most gay people. I don't think my first kiss was like optimal safety, optimal like if my body goes missing, will people know where I am?
Were you turning tricks in a truck stop bathroom? Or
No.
They were this close to calling this circle jerk.
I would like to be perceived as a real ass bitch in a fake ass world.
Well, that's not how we perceive you, Glenn.
I need a 45-minute nap to process that.
Guess where I met the Kool-Aid Man? At a mixer.
But
What if I went like this and just the loudest, darkest
almost there.
fart? It is blood fart.
No.
Blood fart.
Stop. You missed
Come
the
on.
touch.
Blood fart. Come on. Trashy New York hot.
He doesn't shave his asshole.
I know. He through a wicker basket and I'm completely fine with it. And what? It's Easter every day.
When people first meet me, they are like, girl, you're so confident. Where do you get it from? I said, honey, it's called Godfidence.
Confidence. I have to bite you now.
Oh my god. This is what I do with that guy's piss. Serve it up. Tea service.
Ta-da! Does it look okay? Does it look complete shit? I tried really hard. I think the hair turned out really good. I don't know about the rest of it, but I think the hair turned out really good. All you ever do is come here and insult me. I'm gonna add button. I'm gonna add button. Shirt look too plain. Need button. There's too much for button. Cut in half. Come here. Snip. Tiny button. Button may be too small. Button got sucked up. Very, very cute. Oh, good. I tried my best. It's not bad, right? It's not the worst. It's maybe not the best. I don't know. I don't know. I'm insecure. There we go. Fuck. She's just a little girl. Well then. I think we're gonna be done for the day. Ah, no. Come back. Whoops. Hello. Anyways. We'll sing some songs. And we'll go to bed because my alarm's going off. Okay. Because I'm allergic to feathers throws up on the ground. Great, great, great. Miss Peak song. Miss Peak song. I'm not cleaning up your barf. Demon queen of high school has secreted. She said Monday 8 a.m. I will be deleted. They'll hunt me down in study hall, stuffing about me on the wall. 30 hours to live, how shall I spend them? I don't have to stay and die like cattle. I could change my name and ride up to Seattle, but I don't own a motorbike. Wait, here's an option that I like. Spend these 30 hours getting freaky. Yeah! I mean hard, I'm a dead girl walking. I'm in your yard, I'm a dead girl walking. Before they punch my clock, I'm snapping off your window lock. Got no time to talk, I'm a dead girl walking.
Veronica, what are you doing in my room?
Shh. Sorry, but I really had to wake you. See, I decided I must ride you till I break you. Cause Heather says I got to go. You're my last meal on death row. Shut your mouth and lose them tiny white eyes. Come on! Tonight I'm yours. I'm your dead girl walking. Get on all fours. Kiss this dead girl walking. Let's go, you know the drill. I'm hot and pissed and on the pill. Bound onto the will of a dead girl walking. No, you know, you know. It's cause you're beautiful. You say you're numb inside, but I can't agree. So the world's unfair. Keep it locked out there. Can hear it's beautiful. Let's make this beautiful.
Works for me.
Boop boop bididoo. Doo 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 doo. Yeah! Full steam ahead. Take this dead girl walking. Let's break the bed. Rock this dead girl walking. No sleep for you tonight. Get your ass in gear. Make this whole town disappear. Pull my hair. Touch me there and there and there and no more talking. Love this dead girl walking. Love this dead girl walking. Love this dead girl. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Ow.
Yeah. Do the, like, the teen sex song? Where's the other one? I want to sing part 2. Do I? One song could protect me. Wait. This song first, and now the other left. Wanted someone strong who could protect me. Let his anger fester and infect me. His solution is a lie. No one here deserves to die except for me, the monster I created. Yeah, yeah. Heads up, JD. I'm a dead girl again. Can't hide from me. I'm a dead girl again. There's your final bell. It's one more dance and then farewell. Shake to shake it out with a dead girl walking. Westerberg. Wow. Here we go. Here we go.
Jason Dean told me you just committed suicide.
Yeah, well, he's wrong about a lot of things.
Well, I threw together a lovely tribute, especially considering the short notice.
Miss Flemings, what's under the gym?
Boiler room.
That's it.
Veronica, what's going on?
Got no time to talk. I'm a dead girl walking. Hey, oh, Westerberg, tell me what's the sound. Here comes Westerberg, coming up to put you in the ground. Go, go, Westerberg, give a great big yell. Westerberg will knock you out and send you straight to hell. Step away from the bomb.
This little thing. Hardly call this a bomb. This is just a trigger that packs some thermal upstairs in the gym. Those are bombs. People are gonna see the ashes of Westerberg High School and they're gonna think, there's a school that's self-destructed not because society doesn't care, but because that school was society. The only place that Heathers and Marthas can get along is in heaven.
Wish your mom had been a little stronger. I wish she'd stayed around a little longer. I wish your dad were good. I wish grown-ups understood. I wish we'd met before they convinced you life is war. I wish you'd come with me.
I wish I had more TNT.
Hey, yo, Westerberg, tell me what's that sound? Here comes Westerberg, coming up to put you in the ground. Go, go, Westerberg, give a great big yell. Westerberg will knock you out and send you straight to kaboom gun sounds. The end. Have a good rest of your night. Wait, I was gonna. Okay. There you go. I gave you your underlay laugh. Now you're no longer old. Goodbye! I'm going to bed now. You're welcome. I'm sleepy.